we're multiplying binomials. We're gonna learn as we go here. So x plus 5, x plus 2. This will be our first example.
Foil?
Like FOYIL?
No, like FOIL.
Well,
Like tinfoil.
how could we multiply these two things together since they're not just, yeah.
X to, you would multiply like terms? Well,
No, that's adding.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, yeah.
You do x times x and 5 times 2?
Okay,
Like distributed?
kind of, not quite, no.
So it'd be X squared times
So you guys, let me back up for a second. You guys remember these problems?
Yeah.
Like one term times this?
Yeah.
What's this called?
Distributed.
Distributive. So it's like 2 times x is 2x and 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, it's kind of like that. So when you multiply two binomials together, you're not just doing x times x. You're not just doing 5 times 2. You're doing all of it times all of it. So in other words, this x is going to be multiplied by both of them. And this 5 is going to be multiplied by both of them. So there's like 4 things, 4 terms. So the method, somebody thought of this word to simplify it. Well, hopefully it simplifies it. It's called FOIL. It's an acronym. F stands for first. First what? The first terms in both binomials. So like x times x. What is x times x, by the way?
X squared.
Okay, O stands for outside. So the outside would be like far away from the middle. So the outside terms would be like these. So it's the x times the 2. X times 2 is
2x.
2x. Probably should have wrote that down. Outside, and then guess what I stands for?
Inside.
Inside. So what are the two inside
5.
terms? 5 times x, 5x. And then L,
Loser. Liberal.
last. What are the last terms in the parentheses?
5 and 2.
5 and 2. So this is just kind of a way of keeping track, make sure you multiply everything. The last 5 and 2 makes 10. So in this case, everything is positive because there's no minuses up here. Later on there will be. So it's just x squared plus 2x plus 5x plus 10.
Oh, wait, that's the answer?
Almost.
Can you simplify it?
Can we simplify it?
2x and 5x.
Yes.
2x and 5x simplify, since we're adding now, not multiplying,
7x.
simplify to 7x. And most times when you are foiling, that will happen. Almost always.
That's number 1. Holy.
Skylar's birthday outfit is Norman. What's the shirt say?
Plain.
Yeah,
so bad.
by his wife.
I am his wife.
Shut up.
Okay, anyway,
not a balloon.
so yeah, this is number 1, guys. Did you write that down?
That means I'm a good person. I am.
So to show your work today, let's go ahead and like do these 4 terms and then just put equals and then the answer. Okay? You don't have to write all this stuff. This is just, yeah. So if you remember FOIL, first, outside, inside, last. Get all 4 of them.
But I can't see.
What?
God bless you.
Wait.
Bro, oh
What are
my
you writing?
gosh, how do you not have all this
She
done?
was fixing her pencil so she couldn't write anything down.
Thank
She
you.
was-
Just copy off Gianna's then. Number 3.
Like you always do.
Yeah, it's not like that's anything to do.
Okay, a plus 6, a minus 4. This one does have a minus. In a little bit, I'm going to start asking you guys, so be afraid.
I
Okay,
am terrified.
what is the first?
A.
A times a, which is a squared. Okay, what is outside?
Negative 4a.
Negative, right. This minus 4 you should think of as a negative 4. So negative 4 times a is minus 4a. What's the inside?
6A.
Positive 6a, so plus 6a. And what am I missing?
Minus
The
24.
last. 6 times negative 4.
Minus 24.
And then the final answer is a squared. Okay, what is negative 4a plus 6a? 2a, so plus 2a. Obviously, if you don't feel very confident in your adding with negatives, you might use a calculator there. That is the answer. You don't have to copy down the original problem. I mean, you can if you want to, but just this and the final answer, of course. Number 5, x minus 2, x plus 1. Tomorrow we're kind of doing this again, but it's on steroids. I don't know why they didn't put,
No, it's not natural, what the heck?
I don't know why they put the lessons in this order. It doesn't make any sense to
Less
me.
than?
Lessons.
Oh, I thought you
Okay,
said less than.
Yes, less than on steroids.
Alright. Let's, anybody want to volunteer? As tribute.
Heck no.
Okay, those two raise their hands. So let's go Paxton, Lennox, Olivia.
Okay.
Oh, great.
You got the
Yeah.
easy ones first, and
Alright, Paxton, what's first?
x squared,
X squared, what's outside?
1x,
Okay, I'm just gonna put X, and then what's inside?
negative 2x, 24 skips,
And then what's last?
negative 2.
Okay, and then the two middle terms become plus X minus 2X is, okay, instead of negative 1X, I'm gonna write minus X.
Mr. Jordan,
Yeah,
I don't understand this.
Well, that's too
Like,
bad.
I'm sorry.
were you writing when I went over number 1?
Yeah.
She was
You can
fixing
take
her
notes on the
pencil.
top of your page.
Okay, and Skylar, you're getting moved up to number 7. I'll come back to Lennox. V plus 1, V minus 5. Okay, so, Skylar, did you hear me say the FOIL part?
Yeah. The first outside, inside, left.
What would the first two terms be?
V.
V and V. What's V times V?
V squared.
Okay, what are the outside terms?
There are none. They're all inside.
Outside, far away from the middle.
5 and 1.
Like, if, I'm kind of like on the outside of the room, right? Because I'm like on the edge. Anyway,
You're in the middle. What?
You're in the
right
middle.
in the middle.
If we're looking at like this,
Yeah,
then you're technically.
that's the middle of the room.
But you're in the middle.
I'm
Oh, you're talking about like 3D.
Okay, anyways,
2D.
the outside is far away from the middle. So, negative 5 times V. Got it? Okay, what's the inside?
1. And
Which is,
plus 1.
or just plus V. I'm not gonna count it wrong if you write 1V. And then what's the last?
1 times 5.
1 times, you should think of this as a negative 5. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. And then we simplify it because these two are usually like terms. What's negative 5V plus 1V?
Negative 4.
Negative 4V. Now how do you feel? Lovely.
Yeah.
Are you on a math high?
Yum.
Number 9, C minus 2. This is going to come up later, but I'm going to go ahead and mention it right now. How would we do C minus 3 squared?
You would square it first.
No. Okay, remember, what does square mean? Like, what's this little,
Times it's itself.
times itself. So this means c minus 3 times c minus 3. It is a FOIL problem. Okay, that's different from last chapter where we had something like this. If you do 3c times 3c, since there's only one term times one term, it's just like 3 times 3 and c times c. You can square each of these individually. That worked last chapter. This chapter it's not going to work because you have to do all of it times all of it. So since it's not just one term, you have to do a FOIL problem. Okay, on number 9 they didn't actually write this. We will see it later though. They just wrote this. Anywho's, back to Linux. Linux, what would the first be? The first terms?
C squared.
Yes. How about the outside?
Negative 3 minus 3c.
Yep. Inside?
Minus 3c.
Yep. And last?
Plus 9.
Plus 9. Yeah, be careful on that. A lot of people get that one wrong. For some reason at the end, a lot of people would put like plus 6 or minus 6, like they stop multiplying. So make sure you remember you're multiplying. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Okay. Also, people might get this wrong. What's negative 3c minus 3c? Minus 6c. Some people put 0 right there.
When did you write that?
All right. Olivia, what would the first be?
X squared.
Yes. And what would the outside be?
2
And what would the inside be?
negative 6x.
And what would the last be?
Oh,
Negative.
Yep. And then what is 2x minus 6x?
Negative 4x.
Correct. Now bring that guy down.
How do you know it's a guy?
Because I created them.
What do you mean by that?
Bro, shut up.
You have a problem.
This is a session. We
Guys,
cannot be
Oh my
talking.
goodness. I'm okay with it.
At least your obsession is a real person.
that is true. I will say that. At least it's not a fake person.
That is true, and she doesn't buy like action figures and comic
Wait,
books.
what?
Other than no, in your
All right. Carolyn, what's the first going to be? What's the outside going to be?
Negative 9s.
What's the inside going to be?
Negative 7s.
And what's the last going to be?
Plus 63.
Okay, and then the middle two terms, negative 9s minus 7s.
Negative 16x.
Yes, yeah. Might want to make your s's like lowercase so they don't look like 5s.
My S's are always low.
Is that the answer?
Yeah,
The answer.
of course it's.
I don't know.
Alright. There's something that's kind of special about 15 too.
Well, let me guess. It's
But you do it normally. There's not,
stuff.
you just work it normally, but there's something weird that's gonna happen. Alright. Gianna, what do you think? What's first?
You do y times y is y squared.
Outside,
Yeah. Then y times 5, which is plus 5y.
inside,
Then negative 5 times y, which is minus 5y.
and last.
And then -5 times 5 is plus or minus 25.
Okay, what's gonna happen?
So 5 y's are gonna cancel out, so it's just gonna be y squared minus 25.
Right.
Wow.
Wait, why is it minus 25?
Because
Easton goes,
it's positive
wow.
times negative.
-5 times +5 is negative.
Just confirm that's the real.
Okay, number 17. Is it gonna happen again?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yes, it will. These are, there's something kind of special about these, like we have to use them later. They're called conjugates. It's an English term, right? But it's, you know, they stole it from math, I guess. All right, I guess we'll jump to J. What?
Wait, but I know. If it were a minus 7 times negative a plus 7, would the whole thing cancel out?
Say again, a minus 7 and negative a plus 7?
Yes, would that cancel
Like
out?
if I put a negative there?
Yes, would that
No,
entire thing
no.
cancel out? It wouldn't?
It would not. Just no term.
Dang. Are you serious?
So will there ever be a way that the whole thing cancels out?
No. Not with multiplying.
If it's a times negative a, would that be?
Negative a squared. Well, I guess since it's your birthday, I'll give you the option. Do you want to do it or
Whose birthday
pass
is
it?
I thought Sky was already like had a birthday this year.
She was lying.
She said it was her birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
No, it's Carson's birthday. It's your birthday and it's my dad's birthday. Why are there so many birthdays today? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, bro! February 8th is like.
It's also Adolf Hitler's birthday. No, I'm just kidding.
I would have told you guys to do it.
You keep track.
I have a reminder on my phone.
That's messed up.
Why was
That's
I
worse
should
than normal.
try.
Why would that not?
Okay.
It's Adolf's birthday.
Jaden, what's first gonna be? All right.
A squared.
What's the outside going to be? What's the inside gonna be?
Minus
And then what's the last going to be?
minus 40.
-49. And then what's gonna happen?
You're going to a squared. It's a 0.
So you don't have to write down +0. That's not really doing anything. So you can just skip it. Now, if you can recognize a conjugate, you could just do first and last, because that ends up being the answer, right? First and last. The outside, inside cancel out. But if you're not sure, just do the whole FOIL. Make sure you get it right. Number 19 says x minus 8. Is this one going to cancel out? No, this is more like number 9. It does not cancel out. All right, Emily, what's the first going to be?
X was negative.
What's outside?
Negative 8x.
What's the inside?
Negative 8x.
And what's the last?
Be positive 64.
Yes, you are correct. And then what's negative 8x minus 8x? It's kind of like backwards 8, backwards 8.
Negative 16.
Yes, you are correct.
Hey, yo, 64 is the second one.
Why you look at me?
Why you don't snitch him out,
I
bro?
probably should have just guessed it was Paxton, shouldn't I?
Probably should have.
The same sound that I made.
Yes,
I can like hardly play
it's
it.
smooth. Such good line.
Alright. This one just has letters. This might freak us out.
I can't even do it.
You think you
Yeah, no.
Wait, wouldn't it be
It's
easier?
yours used to be able to do this.
Hopefully,
Then I
hopefully.
got braces.
All right, Corey, what would the first be?
A squared.
What would the outside be?
Negative B.
B. K.
Shh. What would the inside be?
Negative B.
Does the order of the B and the A matter? No.
Whatever you want to do in order.
Well, the book would put it in alphabetical order, so they would put A, B, but
Negative B.
that might make it a little trickier when we're grading, but it doesn't matter. And then what would the last be?
9 plus B squared.
Right, negative B times negative B is positive B squared. And then what's gonna happen? What's net minus BA minus BA?
Plus.
No, that's multiply. It's kinda like negative, it's kinda like that, right? So what's negative 1 minus 1?
Negative 2.
Yeah, negative 2 BA. Okay, but if we were grading this, I would say probably A squared minus 2AB plus B squared. You guys see? So this is not wrong, it's just not in the same order the book would write it in.
Will you count off?
Depends on whose paper I'm grading.
Whoa.
Skylar.
B.
What?
Wait, the freshman.
What?
Yo, I didn't get pointed
What did
at.
I do?
Yeah, it's the freshman.
You didn't even point at me.
No, he put it past it.
Linux was trying to get me to point out. Okay, 23.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was last month.
No, this is this month.
Hey, yo.
Wouldn't it be the same month as
No,
Jay?
it's the month of love.
Me and Norman are.
Oh, no, you're right, it is February.
See, this your cord.
Your birthday's next month.
Okay. Let's see. Ciara, what would first be?
X squared
What would outside be?
plus 3x
Inside.
plus 3x.
Okay, hush. And then what would the final answer be?
Squared plus 6x plus 5.
Alright. They kind of get easier, don't they?
What are you talking
25.
Once you start getting the pattern, they do start getting easier and easier. Okay, in the B section, they are trying to throw a curveball at us, though.
Yay.
Well, they're not really hard. It's just they put
Mr. Jordan, can
they
you
put a number on the X term. That's the only thing that's changed.
Mr. Jordan,
What?
can I kick that this way? Mr. Jordan,
You
can you
ever
go?
felt like that?
Hmm?
Can you go? What kind of question is that, dude? Bro, of course it's
Mr. Jordan, bro.
Okay,
Calculate how
Timothy.
much you guys
shh. So on this one, instead of just X times X, it's 3X times X. So Timothy, what would that be? 3X squared.
Oh.
Outside, shh. Outside, inside, and last. Not much changed. So if this term was like 2x, the 3x times 2x would have been 6x squared. We'll do more of that tomorrow. All right, and then what's this become? All right.
What is this movie?
27, 5z minus 6, 3z plus 2.
Don't feel. Don't feel. Is she not in here? No, she just stretched.
All right, Roman, what's first going to be?
15Z.
Squared. Yep.
Bang.
Shh. All right, what's outside gonna be?
Is it like 10Z?
Positive 10z, so plus 10z. What's inside gonna be?
18Z? Negative 18Z.
Negative 18z, and then what is last?
Negative 6 plus 2. Is that right?
Time. We're still
Oh
multiplying.
yeah. So 12. Negative 12.
Yep. Okay, and then last step, 10z minus 18z.
10Z minus 8. Oh, negative 8.
Yeah.
Z.
Correct. You did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Can you?
We have a whopping 10 minutes of class.
Well, less than that. Might actually be 8. I think the clock's a minute
8
behind.
minutes of class.
Yeah, it's very 9 actually.
My computer says 10:02, so.
My watch says 10 now.
Can I study from my biology?
Yep.
Mr. Jordan, can I say